Hello everyone, this is Vox Languages. As you all probably know, subtitles are extremely useful in language learning, since using them improves your comprehension, listening, and even pronunciation. They are an effective tool for language learners of all levels. In this video, we're going to explore the importance of subtitles, what type you should be using according to your language level, and how to take advantage of them. Subtitles are beneficial because they help you to improve your comprehension. If you use them while watching a video or movie, most of the times you will be able to understand the meaning and context of unfamiliar words and phrases, which is particularly helpful for beginners who are still building their vocabulary and have a hard time understanding native speakers. Subtitles help reduce the gap between what you hear and what you understand, making it easier for you to follow the dialogues and learn new words and phrases. Subtitles also help to improve your listening skills. By listening to the video and reading the subtitles at the same time, your ear learns to recognize the different sounds and patterns of the language. This is also essential for improving your pronunciation and developing an authentic accent. Also, subtitles are a very good way to learn idioms and slang. These phrases are usually unique to a particular language and it can be difficult to understand and use them correctly. By watching content with subtitles, you will encounter these expressions in authentic contexts and you will be able to use them in your everyday conversations, which will make you sound more natural when speaking your target language. Another benefit of subtitles is that they allow you to learn at your own pace. You can just pause and rewind the scene of some video as many times as you need. This gives you the opportunity to focus on some complex part and analyze its grammatical structure and words. Now that we know the benefits of using subtitles, let's see what combination of audio and subtitles are the best for each level. The first option is to have the audio in your target language and the subtitles in your native language. This is good if you're a beginner. This won't help you learn new grammar or vocabulary, but it'll help you get used to how the language sounds, to its intonation, rhythm, speed, to the sounds, etc. The second option is to have the audio in your native language and the subtitles in your target language. This is especially useful for improving your reading and you'll just encounter a lot of new vocabulary. I do this with Croatian, especially while watching documentaries in English, and I find a lot of new and cool words. You will need a more advanced level for this since you'll just be paying attention to the subtitles, and whenever you want to know the meaning of some word, then you can just hear how it is said in your native language. The third option is closed captions, which is audio and subtitles in your target language. This is the best option, but depending on the language it can be hard to find interesting content with it. If you've passed the beginner stage, I would recommend using always this approach, since you'll be improving your reading and listening at the same time, and eventually you can stop using the subtitles altogether. If your target language doesn't have enough content with closed captions, you can just use a mix of the first two combinations and it'll work just fine. One also very important thing is to repeat the content. One thing I found that can help a lot and uses intensive reading is studying the vocabulary of the subtitles of some video and then alternate different methods like reading the subtitles or only listening or just reading and listening at the same time. I used to do this with Croatian and Russian. I would just download the subtitles of some video, import them into LingQ, and I would just translate all of the new words in the subtitles, and I would listen and read a lot to the same content. I would consider the lesson as finished when I could understand at least a 90% without subtitles, and this has worked wonders in the languages I've studied. There are also some important things to have in mind when using subtitles. First, don't rely on them. Subtitles are an excellent complement, but they're still just a complement. They shouldn't substitute the books, news, or whatever you read, and they certainly shouldn't substitute the listening part. Relying too heavily on subtitles can make you become too dependent on them. So be aware of that and balance both elements. Even if you have the subtitles on, make sure to pay attention to the listening, to the pronunciation and intonation of the words. If subtitles are distracting you and in that moment you just want to improve your listening, then just turn them off. Second, choose the right type of subtitles. If you're a beginner and you don't know any vocabulary, using closed captions could frustrate you. So in this case, I would recommend to use subtitles in your native language. On the other hand, if you're an advanced learner and you want to practice your listening, then you should be using only closed captions or no subtitles at all. And third, write down words and phrases that stand out to you. Watching content in your target language is a great way of improving, but it can be even better if you actively watch the content, which means having a notepad nearby and actually writing down the words and expressions that seem useful. Search for new things to learn in every new video you watch, and in that way your vocabulary will increase a lot. This is everything for today. Thanks for watching the video. Subtitles are definitely a great tool in language learning, so I hope you learned something new about them in today's video. Hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye bye!